right, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to get to see our beautiful faces at the start of this one. Just hopping right into the match. And this is a pretty important match, obviously. Playing Southern Virginia University, the SVU Knights, in the second round of the playoffs. And Cam's back.
Yeah, I missed the first playoff match, fortunately for golf reasons, also spring break. But yeah, got to bring the energy in this one. This is an exciting match. Semifinal for this undefeated Center Rocket League team this spring, looking to bring home championship number 2 of the academic year. So overall, humongous match. Southern Virginia here, I think, is a team on the other side of our NECC division. So I don't think we've played them yet this year, unless I'm incorrect. But always a good match. If you watched the last one, I was able to see some of the replay of it. Absolutely insane thriller. So only expecting more climactic games tonight, and just really excited to see if this team can answer the call to make that final next week.
Yeah, I mean, Cam said it, but the last match in the first round of the playoffs was absolute cinema. I mean, it was probably the best match that I've ever commentated, for sure. And, you know, ended at 3-2 series win for Center. That came down to overtime in Game 5. So that's about as good as it's going to get. I doubt we'll see that same result today, but this should be a pretty competitive matchup.
Yeah, and you never know, right? Two really good teams in the playoffs could easily breed a 5-game series. So far in this first game, pretty back and forth, but Center keeping their normal pressure. But nothing really going, and some really good goal line defense here from SVU so far.
Yeah, it seemed pretty balanced on both ends, I would say. Like, there's been counterattacks for both sides, and really, like you said, really solid defense by both teams so far as well. So there's always this little feeling out period that we talk about at the start of each series. You kind of figure out who the other team's best players are, and you know, what you need to do to game plan wise to kind of beat them. So expect to be in that stage for a little bit longer here before maybe a goal is scored.
And Center getting good chances here, getting a couple shots, but just nothing really falling. And then that defense has just been creased out on the back wall and back line here for SVU. See if they can turn it into any counterattack, but they really haven't. Center's kind of sniffed out all the counterattacks and maintained possession for almost the entirety of this game.
Yeah, and let's see if we can there's a goal!
All-Star!
There's a goal!
All-Star getting on the board quick.
Come on!
Really
great start.
Yeah, great pass from Roxy here. And All-Star trying to make sure this isn't his last Rocket League match here. It's a pretty big narrative going through all these playoffs here. Is any of these matches could be All-Star's last, and very long and illustrious Rocket League career here for the city.
Right, yeah, I mean, it doesn't get much better legacy-wise. It's really given a lot to this team over the past 4 years, and this would be a great way to end the career for sure. And of course, I mean, who else would score the first goal in the second round of the playoffs besides All-Star?
Roxy going for an insane aerial. All-Star almost got a second goal right there, just got a little stuff there on the goal line.
Yeah, and like you said, that pressure is definitely mounting as we see a demo there by
Just
Roxy.
every time, this could be a shot too. A lot of deflections on shots that are going to go right in the net.
Oh, this might be a goal for Sush here.
Oh, double tap. All-Star kind of there on the pass, but not exactly. Going to start retreating. But, yeah, no, start keeping the pressure up and just
That's a
couple
great
touches
play by
away, and
All-Star.
All-Star for the race. Getting a second goal with a little pop-up here on another Deroxy pass.
And that is the kind of reaction time that you need to be a good Rocket League player. I don't think he was expecting that Deroxy touch to look how it did coming off the wall, but he was able to make that adjustment really quick and get that one over at the top of the defense.
Yeah, great adjustment from All-Star.
Oh,
Great save from All-Star.
I mean, this guy's everywhere.
All-Star game here in the first game. Love to see it for Center. But this overwhelming pressure, I mean, it's just gonna kind of weigh on SVU here. I've seen twice All-Star really get goals from it. And those are shots you got to put in there, as Andy's gonna miss a shot. Just tough, but going the other way is Center and see if they can take advantage.
And not sure if we've mentioned this yet or not, but you know, the stream quality today is a little bit lower than usual. Having some technical difficulties. Nevertheless, we're pushing through. But yeah, if it looks like it's being shot on a potato right now, that's
It might be.
That's very well
It
might
be.
Oh
But
my!
all you gotta
All-star
do
hat
is
trick.
hopefully listen to what we're saying, because that's all you need to know. That All-Star's got a hat trick in this first game.
Yeah, that is awesome to see from senior captain.
Making his mark here on this match. Getting going here in game one, and center with that pressure of 3-0. And if SVU, I've really only seen one really good chance from them so far in this first game that they've missed. Everything else been all center.
Yeah, this has been a pretty dominant performance, as we've come to expect this season. There's been a lot of series like this for center, and you know that can happen anytime when this team turns it on and really gets going.
Great 50 from Roxy there.
They are pretty much the best team in the conference.
Yeah,
They have a chance at anyone, I would say. Oh my, and there's All-Star jumping in to
All-Star.
steal another one.
Not going to give them a double brace here, as this fourth goal might have been in garbage. But gosh, what a pass from Roxy. That's the real highlight of that play. And then All-Star just, bumping state champ out the way. It's like he wants 4 of them. He doesn't care about Sush getting on board.
A little bit of a goal vulture, but you got to get MVP every once in a while.
And All-Star doesn't get the tap-in treatment a whole lot. So I'm going to give him a pass here in this first game.
But don't look now, Sush trying to get a goal, and that is saved. Ended up being a Deroxy shot that was
Roxy, him in the other room really wanted that one. Get another clip for the feed there, but center dominant first game, absolute all-star masterclass, and center looking really good here to take home this match.
Yeah, like we said, this is kind of what you come to expect from this team, based on how the season has gone so far. Been a couple of close series the past couple weeks, but this is just getting back to their winning ways. And when they're playing like this and they're such a well-oiled machine, it's hard to imagine any team beating them.
Yeah, and don't want to count this SVU team out quite yet. Just that first game, kind of feeling them out. Center in the last match I was able to commentate, got a 2-0 lead in less than game 3 and actually went 5 games. So anything is possible. We'd like to see a little bit more production out of what looks like his Bird Ploop. He's got 64 points. Maybe some more production from him. Just see if they can get more possession here in the second game, as SVU kind of got clamped up possession-wise there in that first game.
Yeah, no, gotta play with control if you want to win these matches, and controlling that possession is, it really can't be understated how important that is to your chances.
It's something that we've talked about in this season a lot, is getting control and clearing it maybe to one of your players, to yourself, rather than just a deep clearance that's just going to go straight to the other team. And I think that's something that center capitalizes on a lot, is some of the bigger clears that just go straight back to them.
Yeah, and that was a great clear a second ago there by Deroxy. Speaking of which, that was maybe not a shot on goal, but would have been tough to save after he hit the backboard. But Deroxy just got up there before it could ever even happen. It led to a pretty good counterattack. So
yeah, that's also a big thing too, is like the quality of clears. And center just really seems to have pretty quality clearance almost
right
every
there.
time.
Perfect.
That's a great clear, and a lot of times their clearances are actually passes to their teammates, and that's just something that's going to catch a lot of teams on their heels. Roxy with a rare aerial miss.
Trying to get a little too saucy there, maybe. Probably could have taken a little bit less aggressive of an angle.
Sush, great demo. There's no way that's not a goal.
Bird
There's no way Bird Ploop heard my slander.
That was
and said, no, I'm going to be more productive here.
That was
what if he finishes it with a goal?
Oh my!
That would have been a story.
He wanted it. Oh, and that's just a horrible miscue there. That's going to lead. Oh my!
Yeah, Roxy taking his time there.
I mean, maybe I spoke too soon.
I thought it was
just
a
seemed
free
like
net too.
Open net, guaranteed goal.
Bird Ploop taking it personal, trying to get an assist here.
And wow, that's two what looked like pretty much guaranteed home run chances that SVU saved back to back. So
could be important swing in this game if they're able to take a 1-0 lead. But still no real shots on goal from them. Won by Bird Ploop earlier.
Yeah, and you know, like you said, when the clears are just as quality as they are by center, it can be tough to create chances. But that is a terrible clear. Speaking of clears, fortunately.
Oh, good fake from Roxy too.
And now they're on the counter. Well, not quite. But yeah, when the clears are as quality as they consistently are from center.
Oh, threader, but not enough.
I'm going to mute for about 5 seconds, see if I can fix the audio issues. Sorry, folks.
All right, let's do a little test here and see if things are back to
See if
normal.
there's some improvements.
So far, it seems that everything that can go wrong will go wrong with this stream tonight. So.
Getting really unfortunate with the stream luck here, and in a playoff game nonetheless. But as always, we're gonna work through it.
And
As long as center wins, not a big deal whatsoever.
not a big deal. Final will be.
We'll be
just as
back.
good.
Also going for some kind of centering, but nothing there. This could be a counterattack chance. But
Ooh, Sush gets there so
quick to
though.
the ball. Yeah, it looked like the SVU player was going to get there.
Bird Ploop.
This got to get
Bird
finished.
Ploop again.
Bird Ploop took it personal.
Double save. Playing
How
out
many,
of their mind.
dude, how many chances is center going to have this game? We're just going to get saved in the last second. Great touch from All-Star.
Oh,
Sush went for a play.
Bird
Ploop! Another save.
Take a break. I mean, this guy's been in the net the whole game and nothing is getting past.
Yeah, I guess I was saying Bird Ploop should get more involved. I think the adjustment they made was just sitting them in the net, getting all the saves for SVU, and it's paying off here.
Yeah, this is, I mean, 0-0 at this point in the game is pretty impressive by a team that was down 4-0 in the last game. And while there haven't been a lot of those offensive chances you've been harping on that they need to start generating, it's definitely a good sign for this SVU team.
Yeah, and I honestly think it might be the best way that SVU can play this center team.
Oh, wow, and don't look now, the Hitman.
The hitman with the goal, and what I was saying is just the center's going to get a lot of shots, so if you're just playing sound enough defense, only needs about 1 or 2 shots to go in, because if you get too aggressive offensively, that's where they pay, and that's where the big leads normally come.
Yeah, so far, really, really great response here. Unfortunately, by SVU, there's a kickoff goal by the Hitman.
It's not what you want to see.
Not what you want to see at all.
No, not down one with 40 seconds is beyond doable. Down 2 with 40 seconds becomes a little more tough. See if center can get a kickoff goal of their own to offset there.
Yeah, and it's hard to really say what's gone wrong this game. Just it seems like SVU is playing with a little bit more poise and patience, and this center team is starting to get a little frustrated.
Oh,
There's
but
a
right
goal.
there, right when we needed it, the senior, it's just his day.
5 goals already.
Good pass from Sush. Sometimes if you win that kickoff, you can get them a little bit more discombobulated in their rotations. And that seems like that's what worked here. And with 30 seconds, let's see if center can tie this one up.
And if we know anything about this team, it's that they play the best when they're down. So
Yeah.
it's certainly a possibility.
There's an extra layer of motivation when they're down. Might have been a scoring chance for SVU if it's not touched. And Roxy might take advantage. And he will!
That is...
And center's going to tie it.
Oh,
All
man.
they needed to see was 2 goals go in their own net for them to start working. And that is a crazy missed touch there from Southern Virginia. I mean, potential shot opportunity turned into almost a clearance touch that Deroxy's able to take all the way into the net. I don't think anyone on the team really expected a touch from, I think that was Hitman.
Yeah, I mean...
And pouring them in is the
man.
go-ahead.
When it rains, it pours.
Just needed to see 1 goal go in here. Four goals in the last, 30 seconds.
After 4 minutes of no goals.
Yeah, so, just craziness here. Center dialing up the pressure, and SBU is just absolutely startled.
And, obviously it goes without saying that I'm one of the most loyal Center Rocket League fans you'll find. But my heart sank a little bit when I saw the Hitman go for that touch that Cam was talking about. It was just such an open shot for his teammate Andy, and it really made no sense to commit to that ball. And that's what led to the goal as well, because it was they were both in the same spot upfield, got caught too far upfield, and that just turns into a really easy goal for DeRoxy on the other end.
But shout out Bird Flu, got to turn the 64 and a 484 in game 2, and wow, what a win from center. That's a backbreaker in the match. Huge going from being down or tying up what could have been 1-1 really easily there, down 2 with 40 seconds. Huge plays from both All-Star and 2 goals from DeRoxy, and we're up 2-0.
Yeah, no, that's just a little bit of a generational melt there.
It's also backbreaking in terms of morale, so I think it's really important to see how SVU kind of comes to this third game, where Center's gonna get the clean sweep and get to the final here.
Yeah, the start of this game is going to be absolutely vital. Even if SVU isn't scoring, they have to at least hold off Center for as long as they can at the start, just to kind of get some momentum back even.
Yeah, no, scoring for...
And there's DeRoxy with a goal.
There's a goal here. So.
You can watch it in 4 frames per second if you so please. Looks pretty nice.
It looks good. So it's an easy goal to digest here, as we're trying to balance some of the technical difficulties of tonight. But yeah, no, scoring in the first 10 seconds if you're SVU, got to be less than 1.
No, absolutely, and yeah, that's what I was just saying. Is I think as far as the momentum goes, that's about as bad as it's going to get. And yeah, we're going to have to see pretty much a completely different team here for the rest of this game if SVU wants to have a chance of making this a series. There's a good little touch by Hitman, though. And a terrible touch by DeRoxy. I mean,
not sure what we were trying to draw up there. But we'll just discombobulated on the rotations due to the touch from DeRoxy. Really good touch from the Hitman, but DeRoxy's up quick for it. Trying to make up for his blunder. Such gets a really good clearance.
Yeah, Andy was trying to send that one into the Hitman, and probably would have worked if Such didn't read it so well.
All-Star. Maybe expecting a touch there from Andy. See if Bird Ploop has anything. He does not.
DeRoxy looking for All-Star here, and that one isn't even close to a shot. Well, this is about par for the course for what's happened thus far. Looks like the connection timed out, so that's that game's not going to count.
I don't know if we left or if it was just us. If they're still playing and it's just the spectator.
Looks like they're still going. So I take back what I said. It will count, and
the game I think is gonna count.
I guess we'll have to base our reactions off of the reactions we hear in the other room.
Wow, I mean, when it really truly rains it pours, it's just not even a good enough analogy for this. Oh, we might be able. Oh, hold up!
Don't look now.
Don't look now. We might have ourselves a chance.
And here we go.
And we're back.
Up. Right as a goal gets scored. Perfect timing.
2 goals since we last picked up the match. Can't say I'm overly surprised, but it is nice that we got rejoined as soon as the kickoff happened.
Yeah, that was great timing. Right
Smooth for the folks at home.
I'm sure this whole stream has been.
We'll check out the scoreboard after the game. See well, we can see DeRoxy has 2 goals, so he scored 1 of them. And I'm not sure who scored that first goal. It was DeRoxy, so. Sue showed the other goal. So now
there you go. The captain.
Know who scored. Captain. See if we can get a goal here in this potential closeout game. Up 3-0 in 2.5 minutes. SVU's got to find something. They got to find it fast.
Something, anything.
And it's a completely different match if they win that second game. It's a really good comeback from center. Really, oh my, team pinch. That had some speed on it.
And looks like, this series so far has looked like a lot of the series we've seen this year. just pretty dominant overall performance, and definitely gets the team feeling good going into the championship round.
Yeah, and good save there from All-Star. I want to give SV some credit though. Some really good defense today, and to be up 2-0 at any point in a game against this center team is pretty strong play. I think just how that game ended kind of doesn't really show how close the match could have been if they would have won that game. So still a pretty sound effort from SVU, but center just too much pressure today. It seems like they're going to end up with this week.
Yeah, and that would mean, of course, onto the championship round, which we will be streaming next week, and that's going to be a fun one for sure.
Yeah, I'd like to see who we play, but I'm sure it's going to be a really quality opponent and one that we probably haven't played yet this year. So I'm going to need everyone playing good. And it seems like today, center was playing pretty sound. So another reason I want to give some credit to SVU is that it seems like center was playing pretty solid today. And that goal is going to confirm it. Deroxy getting the hat trick, maybe a little bit of garbage time, but all kind of. Oh, it's a best of 7. Oh gosh.
Oh,
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, we just found out it is a best of 7, so the series is not over. Just a 3-0.
just the gift that keeps on giving, really.
Yeah, and
we thought that was going to be it, but
could have had a chance to get even more games here if we would have lost that second game potentially. But so SVU maybe can find something, maybe a little morale boost for this 4th game.
yeah, I mean, something needs to change.
But man, they would need that second game even more now in a full-on 7-game series. A deflating game like that can really hurt you.
And, 20 seconds left in this one.
Center looking dominant, and excited to see the scoreboard here. See who played well. I'm sure everyone did. See All-Star. I see he's 165 points. Not showing up on the stat sheet. All-Star. We understand.
Well, and he already had his game.
He did have
his game 1 performance was electric.
Oh, Deroxy, you gotta finish that. Great
that
play. That would have
is-
been a cherry on top of
That
a
is
really
a
good.
clip that Deroxy needed in the worst kind of way.
Would have been the cherry on top of a really solid game 3. Apologies for misspeaking there. It's a full-on 7-game series potentially, or best of 7. Bird Ploop, 66 points. Come on.
Yeah, that's
That's
gotta
not
be
gonna
more.
get done.
And 136 from Andy. I mean, getting held to 0 goals, you're not going to have a ton of points, but yeah, it's they just look a little outmatched right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, down 3-0. Let's see if they can pull out at least a game here.
See if they can pull out a game, but also center, see if they can get some positive momentum here going to the championship game. A dominant game 4 performance, kind of capping off a really good match. Definitely be important and really get the team chemistry flowing into that final match.
I mean, I guess the momentum's pretty good right now from the looks of things.
Oh, it
yeah,
is, but
they can just keep.
if you drop a game or something, it can always change, right?
It could.
So
Good.
just keeping that foot on the pedal. Can't let them get a game, right?
Absolutely not.
And
And here we are. Hopefully, we're able to stay in this game.
I'm glad we were able to figure that out, especially in a 7-game series. Couldn't join them.
There's a nice demo by Sush. Oh my,
No.
Sush hanging out on the wall trying to deflect that one in. That would have been unreal. But it doesn't go.
You gotta respect the class too that centers bring into this semifinals. You don't see any old timer car or what's the other one? Honda Civic maybe.
Yeah, that's the one.
They're keeping it professional here with only the number 1 cars, which you just gotta respect.
You gotta respect, and yeah, there's a quick goal for Sush, being rewarded for being such a class act.
And this is going to be the point in the match where you might see some freestyling from either Sush or Deroxy. Going for some potential clips of the week, which I always love to see.
Yeah, they do.
And that Deroxy goal that Sush almost maybe stole or saved would have been a really good candidate.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the plan there or not. When they get into these modes where they're freestyling, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, and most of the time we got to ask them after if a play was planned or what happened, because some of these plays that they try to do are so intricate where I don't know if it was intentional or not.
Absolutely. And
Oh,
this
and-
one's going to go right over All-Star's dome.
And
that is
SVU
going to be a
saying,
goal.
SVU saying, hold up now. Can't go full freestyling mode yet. Hitman gained some respect, right? He had that one probably brutal touch where he overcommitted there in that second game. But other than that, definitely their best player and has been playing pretty sound all match.
Also has every goal. Correct me if I'm wrong. but
Really?
I think every single goal for SVU
There you go.
has been scored by.
Stats department was
the
on top
Hitman.
of it.
So.
Yeah,
pretty-
that's pretty dim. Oh, was that a flip
Oh
reset?
my lord.
Was that a flip
That
reset?
was absolutely a flip reset.
Let me see.
Textbook.
Yeah, he gets it. Yeah.
This. Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
That
that's how you do it. So you draw it up.
is-
If you were to look up flip reset video tutorial, it would just be that video on replay. 'Cause that's how you do it.
Yeah, that's one you put in the montage there.
Wow, that's clean.
Looked really clean.
Deroxy, flip farming, like you said. We like it.
Yeah, and that, I mean, of course, as we said, Deroxy loves going for those kinds of plays. And when they work out, it is just a thing of beauty.
Bird Ploop with the save. All-star. Oh, barely not able to get the aerial goal himself.
Yeah, after those quick first 5 goals for center by All-Star, kind of, taking a little bit of a chill pill here in the rest of the series.
Well, 5 goals in a match is quality regardless, but to do it in the first couple games is even better. Sush, the bar down goal. Center just starting to feel it now. You can just see it.
yeah, that's it's just a good pass off the back wall, and obviously a good finish by Sush.
Some of these Deroxy passes, I know All-Star gets the credit for the assist there, but some really solid passes from Deroxy all match, and something that I've noticed tonight that he's really dialed in.
Yeah, and definitely sometimes Deroxy, looks to score maybe a little bit more than he should. So it's good to see
wow.
that. That was a
Hey,
there's a goal.
Andy said, I heard you, and I'm going to score myself.
Getting on the board, I mean, that's just a great read. The fact that that went in was impressive.
Yeah, no,
but that was a good read regardless of Deroxy's touch.
Yeah, he read him well, and was able to get a good touch off the wall. And SVU is keeping a little bit more competitive here in this fourth game.
Deroxy going for, I don't know, I think that's a musty fillet.
Yeah, he was going for something.
And that's, just another one of those clips that he's going to try to pull out. From time
You
to
don't
time.
always hit, right? Like, but you got to try. Or
You have to try. The only way you don't hit it is if you never try it. And Deroxy definitely has a strong belief in that statement.
oh, Hitman. Oh, and Bird Ploop.
Everyone eats.
Everyone eating here. Everyone getting a goal here in this fourth game. And is it too little, too late, or has SVU kind of figured it out here in this fourth game, tying it up with 2.5 minutes?
Yeah, I guess we have a couple more minutes to see which of those two is the case.
Sometimes you got to decipher if it's a real lock-in or potential lock-in. We'll see if it's a real one.
And here's Bird Ploop trying to put a little pressure on. But yeah, 3-3, game 4. Anything is possible. And we've seen crazier things than a 3-0 comeback before.
Oh, we've seen crazier, but biggest thing is trying to get that first game win. Builds confidence too. But Deroxy just going crazy.
Yeah, demoing everyone while dribbling. That's not
Something
something
that-
you see too often.
No, oh my gosh, what are we doing?
Have mercy.
Deroxy taking out the whole lobby. Doesn't matter. Oh my gosh, that's a crazy touch. Double commit. Foul it.
Yeah, no problem here. Center is playing about as free as you possibly can. All 3 of them on the back wall for that. And,
And still getting the save.
I mean,
Whoa, that was risky. That was risky from center.
ill-advised even, but
Oh,
worked out there.
Hitman going for a counterattack. Unable to get the double tap though. Deroxy
That's
with
a
a
good-
good touch, yeah.
Yeah, center definitely abandoning the rotations a little bit in this game.
Game
before.
4, they're playing a little with no reckless abandon into Deroxy.
my.
Oh my gosh. He saved all of his best stuff for the last game, and he's locked in with the aerials.
pirouetting through the air like a ballerina there, and just, I mean, there was no chance of saving that ball unless you jump off the wall and try to contest him. That's just a great shot.
That's how you draw it up. And Deroxy saving all the clips here for the last game. Not a bad time to save them.
Yeah, and
Is that going to be a goal?
wow.
Oh my goodness. Not
Close
sure if he
call
gets
there.
credit for a shot. What an absolute touch there from Deroxy.
the Hitman has time here.
40 seconds here for you to go out with some pride at least.
And the Hitman tries to take a shot there. But
Gosh, he's even
can't
just
find
trying
it.
to bury shots from everywhere.
I mean, can you blame him?
No, I cannot.
I'd
Oh,
be
great
doing the
touch
same
from
thing.
Sush.
Roxy looking for another clip here.
Oh, Sush going for like a zero boost gold jump, something.
Yeah, they love trying to go for those redirects.
And with 13 seconds here, last chance for SVU. 7 seconds. Shot. Oh,
Saved by
great save from Sush.
And all-star.
Oh, you hear him getting
at
excited in the other
buzzer.
room. The senior getting on the board late. And you know, they can call that goal. That's a for the pride. Even when you're up, for the pride goal. Great momentum to go into this final, and center's gonna stamp a sweep of the 7-game series here on SVU.
Yeah, and that, as you said, will punch their ticket to the championship. And yeah, overall, just an absolutely dominant performance.
Hitman,
Start to finish.
he's going for a pride goal.
And yeah,
Ball not down, and there it is.
But yeah, no, like, all credit to SVU. They definitely played, held their own. But this center team is just something else, man.
Yeah,
I
no.
mean, we've seen it a lot of times this season. Just another one of those really dominant performances, and as you said, a great way to build some momentum heading into the championship here.
Yeah, definitely built some confidence. Having a sweep, especially after a really tight, contested first round match, get some confidence back. Center a little more used to a sweep than a close match this season, so just really huge for that. And honestly, that game 2 comeback was something else. Coming back down 2 with 40 seconds, that's going to also just really build your confidence and build some momentum going to the final. Absolutely.
Yeah, but until next time, we'll see you guys next Thursday, most likely, for the championship.
Yeah, we'll be back. It'll be sentimental. It'll be our last match commentating, and it'll be All Stars last match playing. So hopefully we'll bring out a chip, and it'll be a fun game.
Yep. Till then.
Do you want to talk to anyone?
We can't. Yeah, I was going to ask about if the malfunctions are doing it. It'll be good. Okay, let's get. We did an All Star last time, so.
Yeah, so we could do either of the other two. It's whoever you want, man.
All right, well, I was able to make my choice here. Went in the other room and asked him, and Sush was the victor. Sush, 7-game series. What are your reactions to how everything went?
It was a really fun series. We played how we usually play, just had fun with it.
Explain that comeback there in game 2. You're down 2 with about 40 seconds.
We were messing around a bit for the start of the game, but we let those 2 goals in, realized like we gotta focus up here, and started playing how we need to play, and got the 3 goals.
Yeah, that was almost like you flipped a switch for a second. I was like, what's
Yeah.
going on? Like, didn't score for the first 4.5 minutes, and then scored 3 in about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Was there anything that you kind of changed strategically going to the over the couple of games, or was everything pretty much the same?
I mean, it's pretty much the same. I mean, we started going for like more like cool shots.
Yeah, we know that when you guys go up either 2-0, 3-0.
I mean, just wanted to do the best we could there.
Talking about some of your teammates. So Eddie played or Deroxy played really well today. What are some of the improvements you've seen him make, and how do you think his game has been complimenting you so far in the playoffs?
I would definitely say that he is just like mechanically improved a lot. Like at the beginning of the season, he was scoring nice goals, but now he's scoring like nice goals.
Yeah, he had that flipper he said he had today was.
Yeah, and I mean it's kind of like making me like be more passive because I'm having to like work with his aggressive play style, but like it's fitting pretty well.
Yeah. Switching over to the captain. You got one more match with him.
Yeah,
it's going to be a little bit of a sentimental moment. Porter All-Star. What are you gonna really miss about playing with All-Star?
I mean, he just brings the vibes to the team. Really, he's fun to play with.
Yeah, no. All-Star. I know he's gonna definitely miss playing, and hopefully bring back a chip. One last question for you. So it seems like last game from when I was watching you're always come up in the clutch moments. And you're state champion. You've won already the Peach Belt in the fall. What about the clutch moments, and what do you think has led to so much success early in your Rocket League career?
I think I typically like play with a lot of nerves, but I feel like that pressure just like helps me play to like how I need to play. It just helps me get the goals.
So you're locked in when it matters most.
I'm locked.
Yeah, then you had that overtime goal. In the game 5, I mean that was locked in.
Yeah.
So really appreciate everyone for watching. I appreciate especially those that battled through the technical difficulties. I know it's not ideal here for a playoff match, but we battled through it and we got the W. So me and Grant Sush Walker, signing off. See you all next week for the championship.